Hello, dear students, parents. Welcome for my video on how to develop your skill in mathematics, how to become expert in mathematics, how to improve your memory power and concentration, and how to become a number one in any exams that you face in the future. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Rakesh Mohan. I'm mind trainer, memory expert, speed mathematics trainer, and I conduct training program for students from first standard to post-graduation students. Since last 20 years, I'm conducting a program on creative memory management and mathematics expertise program for students on how to develop expertise and become expert in mathematics and how to improve their memory power. Thereby, they can score high marks and rank in the exams. It can be school exam, board exam, or any competitive exams, or even international Olympiads. Thank you very much for watching and stay till the end. Watch the video. I'll give you a lot of ideas, information, and techniques how you can become expert in mathematics and memory. Dear students and parents, in this video, I have divided this program into two parts. The first part is about mathematics and the second part is about memory. Okay, so in the first part, I'm going to tell you how you can become expert in mathematics, and in the second part, I'm going to how to improve your memory and concentration. Okay, so let me start first with mathematics. 80% of the students in this world, they hate mathematics, or they have fear of mathematics, what we call mathophobia. Mathophobia means fear of mathematics. Most of the students, they don't like the mathematics in school itself. Why? When I ask a student, why do you hate mathematics? He defined mathematics like this, M-A-T-H-S. So it is mental attack to healthy students, M-A-T-H-S. I was surprised. Dear students, mathematics is called the queen of all sciences. The whole world, the whole scientific world is controlled by mathematics. Not only scientific world, every day, our daily life is controlled by mathematics. The moment you get up in the morning, the bath you take, the brushing, having your breakfast, using your bike or a car, going to school or college or your office, doing work, everything we have mathematics. Our life is controlled by numbers, the 0 to 9. Just imagine for 1 minute, just for 1 minute, there are no numbers from 0 to 9. What will happen to the world? Everything will come to a standstill. Nothing will work. No computers, no TV, no electrics, no electronic products, nothing will work in this world. So that's why mathematics is called the queen of all sciences. So dear students, mathematics is not a luxury. Studying or learning mathematics is not a luxury. It is a necessity. A student who is very good in mathematics, he'll do always good in all of the subjects. If you're very good in mathematics, then you'll do very good in science like physics, chemistry, biology, or in computer science. Because mathematics is a subject of logic. It's a subject of logic. It's a subject of reasoning. So what is logic and what is reasoning? Behind every mathematics concept, there is a logic. If you understand the logic, then by using logic, you can give reasons. And with reason, there is an application of that. So here, I'm going to start a reverse way of teaching you how to become expert in mathematics. Say, we humans have a tendency that, the psychological tendency is that before we buy anything, before we do anything, we always see the benefit of that. Say, for example, you're going for a movie. First, you want benefit is entertainment, enjoyment. You go for a picnic or a tour, the benefit is enjoyment. Before you buy any product, you make a lot of bargain, 10%, 20%. You always go for a benefit. Without expecting any benefit, we don't do anything. So same way, you have to see what is the benefit of learning and studying mathematics. Mathematics has got many branches. It has got many branches. So before you study any branches of mathematics in school, you should know what is the practical application of that particular branch of mathematics. Say in high school, middle school, we study arithmetic, we study algebra, we study geometry, we study trigonometry. So when you go to higher classes, like in intermediate, you study calculus, you study mensuration, you study statistics, you study complex numbers. And when you go to higher engineering or BSc or MSc in mathematics, you study even more deeper. Okay, so here, let me start first with simple uses of these branches of mathematics so that it creates what is the benefit of learning mathematics. So once you know the benefit of learning mathematics, then it becomes very easy, enjoying, and entertaining. See, if you go and ask any teacher in the world, which subject is easy to score 100 out of 100 or centum in any subject, always any teacher say, mathematics is easiest subject where you can score 100 out of 100 or cent% marks. Why? Because only if you know how to learn mathematics. So in theory subjects, you have to revise it several times. But in mathematics, you don't have to revise. Only have to learn the concepts. Once you learn the concept properly, and once you know how to solve the problem, finished. You don't have to do it. Even after 10 years, if you're given a problem, you can solve the problem very easily. That's why mathematics is called the queen of all sciences. Let us take first arithmetic. What is the practical use of arithmetic in our daily life? So what is arithmetic? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, divisions, isn't it? Fractions. So where do you use addition? For example, if you go to a shop and you'll buy 10 items, say you'll buy rice, or you'll buy cereals, you'll buy vegetables, you buy fruits, you buy toothpaste, you buy soap, some 10 items you'll buy. Then you'll count, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You'll count the number of items. Or toothpaste will cost you 10 rupees. This will cost you 30 rupees. That will cost you 80 rupees. You add the numbers. Very similarly, addition and subtraction, we keep doing every day, wherever we go. Wherever we go, shop, it can be a house, it can be wherever we keep doing. So we use arithmetic in our everyday life. See, business people, common business people like shopkeep owners, road sellers, flower vendors, vegetable vendors, they use addition and subtraction just by practice. Without addition and subtraction, without arithmetic, they can't do their business. They can't run their daily life. So next, let's go to algebra. What is the benefit of learning and studying algebra? I'll give an example. Let's take about 50 rupees. And at 50 rupees, you'll buy 10 rupees ice cream. It's a summer holiday, so you'll buy ice cream for 10 rupees. How much is left with you? 40 rupees. Now, as you're passing by, you'll see a shop, a toffee shop. So there, you'll see a lot of chocolate boxes. So you feel like eating chocolates. It is written, one chocolate will cost you 2 rupees, 50 paisa. So you'll think, how many chocolates I will get in 40 rupees? So you cannot multiply 2 rupees 50 paisa plus 2 rupees 50 paisa plus 2 rupees 50 paisa. It will take a lot of time. So here we use X and Y. Right? Algebra is full of X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Am I right? X and Y. So you have to use the concept of algebra when you go for higher arithmetic. What you cannot do in arithmetic, we use algebra for higher multiplications, higher additions, higher subtractions, and higher divisions. That's all. The advanced version of arithmetic is algebra. Let's take geometry, where geometry is practically used. Say, for example, you have got 1 acre of land, a waste land. You'll buy 1 acre of land for, say, 10 lakh rupees. Now you have to convert that land into useful sites. Say, on 30 sites you have to make out of 1 acre of land. So what will you do? You can't make a round site, am I right? This is a specific geometrical shape. So if you observe all these sites which are used for constructing of buildings, say specific site dimensions, say 20 into 30. Always they have been rectangle shape. But 20 into 30, 600 square feet. It means it's a rectangle. So we use rectangle of geometry in converting ordinary lands or wastelands into a usage of lands. 30, 40 sites, 1,200 square feet. We don't have square, we don't have circle, we don't have triangle shaped sites. Am I right? So geometry used in converting of wastelands into practically useful lands. Let's take calculus. Where do we use calculus? Calculus is the advanced version of geometry. Advanced version of geometry. So what is this? For example, if I ask you, what is the total site measurement of 20 into 30 site? So just you can multiply 20 into 30 gives you 600. So you can say 600 square feet. But if I ask you, what is the total area square of Karnataka state or Tamil Nadu state, Andhra state, Maharashtra, or total area square of India? India is not a square or a rectangle or a particular round circle. It is somewhat zigzag, isn't it? Karnataka, zigzag. Kerala, see, Tamil Nadu. We don't have circle. There is no specific shape for the states or countries. How do we measure the total area square of such lands? We use calculus. Okay, so calculus is used, for example, if you see old buildings, palaces built around 500 years ago, 300 years ago, temples. If you go to Tamil Nadu, full of temples, Jaipur, Mysore, I take Taj Mahal or Calcutta. All structures, round structures are made. How they are made? They have used calculus at that time, not now. Thousands of years ago, they have used. Okay, if you take probability, when you use probability, let's take every morning you go to school at 9 o'clock. Your school bus will come and pick you at 9 o'clock. But by you miss the school bus, your exams is going to start at 9:45. What will you do? Either you have got two options. Either you go by auto or you go by city bus. Now, if you want to go by city bus, you have got money, but it will take you a lot of time. If you go by auto, they'll charge you 200 rupees, but you don't have 200 rupees money. You'll think, if I go by auto, I can reach my school early. If I go by bus, it will take a lot of time because there are so many stops. But auto cost is high and the bus cost is less. Now, what do we do? So you're making probability, permutations and combinations. Shall I go by bus or shall I go by auto? But auto is costlier, bus is cheaper. I don't have 200 rupees, but auto is charging 200 rupees, bus is only 5 rupees. So probability, you are using branches of pros and cons, thinking what, this or that, this or that. So it is used in daily life. If you take, where do we use mensuration? Mensuration, length and breadth, volume. You take, like, for example, this is a house, old house. You want to renovate the old house and you have to make flooring. The flooring is gone. You have to make painting, old painting. You have to convert the old painting walls into new painting, and you will call interior decorator. So what the interior decorator will do? First, for this room, this color. For a drawing hall, this color paint. For kitchen, this color paint. For dining hall, this color paint. And for veranda, this color. For outside, this color. And my drawing, in my bedroom, on ceiling, this color. Wall, this color. So everybody have their own taste. So he cannot say, the interior decorator randomly cannot say, sir, you buy this number of liters of paint of this color and do it. No. So there they use mensuration, exact how much of paint is required for this particular place. So mensuration is used there. I'm just giving example of everyday usage. To get trigonometry, trigonometry is a very favorite subject and also a very most hated subject among students of 10th standard and intermediate students. 50% like it very much and 50% hate. Where do we use trigonometry? Trigonometry basically used to find out heights and distances. That's all. Wherever you have height, for example, height of the building. Let's say you have a tall building of 100 meters height building. And for example, let's say Qutub Minar in Delhi. The height of Qutub Minar is 100 meters. And you're standing on top of the Qutub Minar, imagine, and your friend is standing somewhere 100 meters away, somewhere from there, from you. So there you have to find out how far my friend is standing from Qutub Minar. You simply cannot gauge, you cannot say it. So height of the Qutub Minar and your friend is standing and you have to find a distance. So we use right angle triangle. So you know the height of the Qutub Minar, you know the right angle triangle, and you know from top to the corner where your friend is standing, the hypotenuse. One thing is you have to find the distance. So trigonometry is used to find in heights and distances of buildings, roads, and in navigation. It is used in many, many places. Oh, okay, next. Let's come to robots. It's a robotic world. You take Japanese, you take Germans, you take automobile industry, you take many big companies or factories. Very few people are working. Every year, hundreds of employees are removed from factories and they're replaced by robots. Now, how do engineers manufacture robots? Even if robots are used in canteens, hotels, restaurants, right? Now, how robots are manufactured? Robots are manufactured in a branch of mathematics called matrices. Okay, a matrix is used in manufacturing of robots. If you take mobile phone, you take a laptop, you take computer, you take internet TV or electronic items, any electronic gadgets, you take ceiling fan or you take any electrical appliances, everywhere you have mathematics. Everywhere you have mathematics. So, dear students, before you study a particular branch of mathematics, you should ask your teacher, or just you can go to internet and just type, what is the use of particular branch of mathematics? That's all. It is used in biology, it is used in medicine, it is used in biotechnology, it is used in agriculture, farming, it's used in space science, everywhere. Whatever, it's used in business, even lower corner business, high profile business, stock markets, everywhere. So what I'm trying to tell you basically is, if you're good in mathematics, you will be successful in any field. You will be successful in any field. I'll give you an example of two communities in India. especially Gujarati community and Marwar community from Rajasthan. Basically, if you take Marwar community, you go anywhere in India corner, there are tea stalls or fancy showrooms. They'll study only up to fifth standard or fourth standard. Somewhere they don't even have a formal education. But 99.99% of Marwar people, they are successful in business because they are very good in mathematics. They don't study any mathematics textbooks. They don't go to school or college. They don't do any tuition. If they study mathematics in their home itself, it is passed on from ancestors. The technique of calculation for business, they are learned in their home itself. They are very, very fast in financial and business calculation. That's why they are very successful. You take Gujaratis. Wherever Gujaratis, they do business in very big way, not in small way. Take Adani, Ambani, they all are Gujaratis. The calculation is they are very good in mathematical calculations. Without doing any calculation, you can't do anything practically and successfully. So dear students, now where mathematics is used. So once you know the practical use of mathematics, it becomes very easy and you find it very interesting. Yes, I can study mathematics. I know the use of mathematics. So mathematics becomes an interesting subject for you. Now, after telling you the uses and practical uses of mathematics, let us go how to study mathematics. Okay, mathematics is basically a logical subject. It's a logical subject. That means you have to understand the logic behind the branches of mathematics. It can be arithmetic, or it can be trigonometry or calculus. All the branches, they are based on particular logic. It is designed on particular logic. So if you understand the logic behind each branches, it becomes easy for you to understand and score high marks in mathematics. So what is the meaning of logic? Logic is nothing but understanding how things work. How things work. That's all. Understanding how things work. So things means it can be numbers. How numbers work, how numbers behave in different situations. Okay, so now there are 4 steps you have to remember. 4 steps. 4 steps plus 1 step. Now, first 4 step is very, very important. And the last 5th step, I'll tell you later why this is. So I kept 4 steps in my one hand and another 1 step and the last hand. So there are 5 steps to become expert in mathematics. So let's start first step. What is the first step to become expert and good in mathematics? Basics. Master basics. Become expert in basics. If you are not good in basics, then it is like you keep stumbling. The more you learn mathematics, the more you get confused. For example, basics are like foundation of a building. If the foundation is strong, the building will be stronger. Am I right? If the foundation is strong, the building will be stronger. Very similarly, if your basics in mathematics is stronger, your mathematics will be stronger. So first, what's the basic thing we learned in mathematics in our primary school? Multiplication tables, addition tables, subtraction tables, multiplication tables. And basically multiplication tables. So how did we learn multiplication tables? By hearting method, right? 1 ones are 1, 1 twos are 2, 1 threes are 3, 10 times, 100 times, keep on by hearting every day in school, class, by heart. And in our education system in India, they say you should know tables from 1 to 20 by the time you come to 7th standard. So 1 to 20. And just observe, 90% of the students, or not even 90, 95, 98% of the students, they don't know tables above 11. 1 to 11 tables, they are very good. And if you ask any table from 12 onwards, they don't know. Why? It is not your mistake. Because of by hearting, we lose interest in learning the basics. Say, how much time, how many days, months, and years we are taken to by heart every day. You have to put more effort, more energy, more concentration, more time, repeating the same thing again and again and again. It is like eating the same breakfast every day. Say today idli, tomorrow idli, day after every day morning you're eating breakfast idli only. What will happen? After 5 days, you lose interest, you start hating that idli. Similarly, by hearting the same tables every day, we lose interest in learning the tables. That's why we are not even able to remember 20 tables. 1. Second thing is, not just knowing the basics is important. You should also learn how to use basics, how to apply basics. Whatever it can be, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, anything. Once you learn the basics, you should know where and how to apply the basics. 90% of the schools or colleges, they don't teach you the application of basics. They'll just teach you basics, but they don't teach you the application or uses of basics. For example, what is the use of or application of multiplication tables? 1 1s are 1, 1 2s are 2, 1 3s are 3. We just know multiplying. So multiplication becomes easier. No, just knowing the tables will not help just doing multiplications. It will help you doing higher multiplications without paper and pen. If you know the tables from 1 to 100, see, if you know tables from 1 to 100, you can do 2-digit, 3-digit, 4-digit, 5-digit, or 6-digit multiplications without paper and pen, or you can do paper and pen in just one step or in less than 5 seconds. I'm not talking about Vedic mathematics or abacus, but the basics that you have learned in school, if you know how to use that, you'll be able to do higher calculations in your mind itself. There are some people like Shakuntala Devi, Ramanujam, they're able to do mathematical higher calculations in their mind itself. No calculator were used. They have created Shakuntala Devi, world's fastest mathematician. She was able to do higher complex calculations in her mind. She has created many Guinness and world records. How? Because she was able to apply her basics properly. She learned the technique of how to use knowledge to higher basic information. Okay. Now, this is talking about basics. Second very important thing you have to learn about mathematics is you should understand the concept. Concept is very important. So what's the meaning of a concept? Every chapter in mathematics, say you're studying algebra, you're studying about quadratic equations, you're studying about geometry, and geometry you're studying about, say, right angle triangle. It is nothing but a concept. Concept is something, it's a big idea, what it is, and how it works. Concept means what it is and how it works. I'll take an example of simple concept called composite numbers. So what is a composite number? So you have to understand the concept first. Then you can solve any problems very easily. I'll take an example, simple example, so that everybody will get a clear idea. Composite number. So when two irrational numbers are multiplied together, the number which is the product will give you an even number. So let's take 3 into 7 or 7 into 2. 2 and 7 are two irrational numbers. And when you multiply that, you will get 14. And 14 is a composite number, a product of two integers. So 2 and 7 are two integers. The product of these two numbers is a composite number, which is 14. So we understood when two integers are multiplied, if it releases or if it produces an even number, it is called a composite number. So once you understood this, then you can do very easily, we can learn very easily. The concept is very, very important. The third thing you have to learn in mathematics is full of formulas. Full of formulas. Say if you go to bank and you ask a bank how much you are going to deposit 1 lakh rupees in savings account, and ask a bank, sir, how much you're going to give me per year interest? I will give you 5%. Some banks will give you 6%. For senior citizens, they'll give you 6.5%. So it depends. And you're taking a home loan, you are taking a loan for 10 lakh rupees, and you'll ask how much interest they are charging for the vehicle loan. I want to buy a bike, I want to buy a car. Okay, vehicle loan, how much interest they're charging? Say simple interest, there's a formula. Compound interest, there's a formula. Everything, geometry, trigonometry, calculus, mensuration, arithmetic, algebra, all branches, they have formulas. Mathematics works on formulas. Physics works on formula. Chemistry works on formulas. Biology works on formulas. So you have to learn how to remember formulas. Remembering formula is very important. So you cannot simply by heart a formula to remember that. First, you have to understand the parameters involved in the formula, and then you should know how to remember that. You can use creative ideas, you can use flashcards, you can use mind maps to remember formulas. And once you have the formulas in your memory, then only you can solve problems. So in exam, you're writing or you're trying to solve a problem, and you have understood the problem, but you forget the formula in the exam hall. What happens? You know the question, you have understood the question, you know how to solve it, but you can't remember the formula. You won't get marks. Say 2 marks for 4 marks or 5 marks for the question is gone. And not only remembering, you have to understand how the formula works, and then you should know how to remember it. There's so many formulas in mathematics. Let's take you have in 10th standard, there are more than 300 formulas in both mathematics and science. You have to remember that. You can't even forget one single formula, because it is useful in your intermediate +1 and +2 also. You're going for competitive exams. You have to do multiple choice questions very quickly. You have to calculate the answer in your mind. There's no much time. So the formulas should be in your fingertips. Fourth step. Fourth step to become expert in mathematics is you should know how to do calculations 10 times faster. You should be very good in calculations. It can be simple calculation, addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, or higher calculations like squaring, square root, cubing, cube root, fraction multiplication, fraction addition, fraction subtraction, fraction divisions. You should be very good once you are good in calculation. If you spend more time in doing calculations, you're wasting a lot of time. So every year you're going from one class to a higher class, your calculation speed should increase. See, the speed that you had in 5th standard should be 5 times more when you're in 10th standard. When you go to from 10th standard to PUC intermediate, your speed should be 10 times more. So when you're going from PUC intermediate to engineering, if your speed should be even more higher. So your calculation speed should keep on increasing every year from year to year. Then only you'll be able to solve problems very quickly, and you'll be able to get rank in competitive exams. Calculation is very, very important. So what are the techniques that you have to learn in calculations? If you go to YouTube, you go to any bookshop, there are lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of videos are there about speed calculation. They'll teach you. There's one technique, one video they have got. You can see one video for one technique. But before you learn a technique, you should know, is it practically useful for me in my studies? You have abacus, you have Vedic mathematics, you have track and bulk system, you have Japanese technique way of solving calculations. Yes, there's so many techniques are there, but is it really useful for my academics? Is it really useful for my board exams? Is this technique useful for my competitive exam? Which technique I have to learn? So simply don't learn. Somebody's teaching you free of cost, no use. I always talk about benefit. If you learn some technique, you should see what is the practical use of that technique. So learn those techniques which are practically useful for you. See, doing additions faster, subtractions faster, mentally, yes, useful. Doing multiplication, divisions, mentally faster, yes, useful. Doing fractions, decimals, yes, very useful. Squaring and square root, cubing and cube root very quickly, yes, very useful. Say, it can be applied. So yes, basically there are 30 techniques which are of everyday useful, not only your personal life, but also in your studies also. So now I talked about 4 steps to become expert in mathematics. So first one is you should be very good in basics. Second, you should be very good in concepts. Third, you should be very good in remembering formulas. Fourth, you should be very good in calculation. And now the 5th step. After becoming expert in these 4 steps, if you are good in these 4 steps, the 5th step is very important. The way you apply these 4, they say you're ready for the exams. Mathematics exam, it can be school exam or board exam or competitive exam or international mathematics Olympiad exam or national mathematics Olympiad, anything. Problem solving, fine. Problem solving. See, once these 4 steps are perfect, you have to become expert in problem solving. You should know, take out some problems which are taught by your class teachers. Try to solve, not from teacher's point of view, from your own point of view. Try to solve with your own style. Use your own creative ideas. Take out some problems from textbook. Take out some problems from model book. Take out some problems from internet. Take out some problems from other textbooks. Other than what has been taught by your teachers, take out some extra problems. Try to solve the problems using your own ideas, using your own way, using your own style, using your own creativity. See, you can solve without your teacher's help. See, you can solve without anybody's help. If you're able to solve other problems without your teacher's help, that means you have understood these 4 steps perfectly. You have mastered these 4 steps perfectly. Problem solving. If you are very good in problem solving, not only you will be able to score 100 out of 100 in mathematics in your exams, but also in your future, in your profession, in your wherever you have to apply mathematics, you will be a very good problem solver. Today, what is required in this world is not problems, problem solver. You should be a very good problem solver. Okay, not in home or family, but in work. Okay, so dear students, I have given you a short video how you should become expert in mathematics. Believe in yourself, believe in talent. Whether you're already good in mathematics or you're weak in mathematics or you have fear of mathematics, don't worry. Those who are already good in mathematics, you can become even more expert in mathematics by applying the 5 steps which I have told you. If you are weak in mathematics and if you have fear of mathematics, Just follow. First, develop self-confidence. Start small steps. Start small. Put little bit steps. Once you become small steps, it'll take you to bigger steps. So that will give you self-confidence, determination, and courage. Then only you can go. You can't make a one giant leap, right? So go to one of the small steps. Surely within a month, you gain confidence in mathematics, and mathematics will become very, very interesting subject. Okay, so now I spoke about mathematics. Let's go to another important branch, which is very, very important for students. How to improve your memory and concentration. So dear students, what is memory power and what is concentration power? So let us first discuss this. I'll tell you a story. After telling the story, we'll go and learning how to improve your memory and concentration. A student goes and meets his teacher during holidays and asks, "Madam, I'm free. I don't have any work to do. Already school is closed. Now we have holidays. Can you give me some work to do?" So teacher thinks for a moment and she gives a job for your student. So teacher says, "Okay, dear student, can you chop 100 trees in 10 days? This is the job I can give for you." "Okay, madam, I can do this job." So the teacher gives one fine sharpened axe for the student, and she says, "Go to your nearby forest and you have to cut 100 trees in 10 days, and you have to bring back and show me that you have chopped the 100 trees." The student, with a lot of confidence, courage, and interest, enthusiasm, he goes to the forest and he starts cutting the trees like this. First day, he'll cut 10 trees. From morning 9 a.m. till evening 5 p.m., he'll work very hard and he is able to cut 10 trees. He feels very confident. Second day, again, he'll go to forest. He'll cut from morning 9 a.m. to evening 5 p.m. He'll be able to cut only 9 trees. Third day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., he'll cut only 8 trees. Fourth day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., he'll cut only 7 trees. Every day is working hard from morning 9 till evening 5, but the number of trees are reducing one by one, and one by one. On the 10th day, he was able to cut only 1 tree. So he will count how many trees he has chopped in the last 10 days. 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6. So totally 45 trees he has chopped. But what did he promise for his teacher? He promised that he will cut 100 trees. This was a job given by the teacher. So he'll come back to the teacher and he shows his performance. "Madam, you said you have to cut 100 trees for me, but I'm able to cut only 45 trees. The teacher observes this boy. He was working hard, no doubt about his hard work. From morning 9 a.m. till evening 5 p.m., he was using fine sharpened axe, but number of trees were reducing one by one every day. Now, the teacher asks this question to him, "What is the reason for your reduced performance?" The teacher asks this question to the student. The student is not able to tell the answer because if he knew the answer, he would have been able to cut 100 trees, right? The teacher says, "Why you are not able to cut 100 trees 10 trees every day is you did not sharpen your axe. First day, you chop 10 trees, and by the end of the day, the axe has become blunt. You are not sharpened your axe on the second day. Second day, before cutting the trees, if you have spent 10 minutes sharpening the axe, you would have been able to cut 10 trees. So you forgot to sharpen the axe every day morning before going to work." So this is a mistake we do, friends. Now, second question I'm going to ask you from this story is, what did you learn from this story? The moral of the story is, don't work harder, work sharper. Don't work harder, work smarter. See, there are two types of students are there. Hard-working students and smart-working students. Two types of people, hard-working people, smart-working people. Let's take a mechanic, a motor, a daily wage worker. Morning 9 o'clock till evening 5 o'clock, he works very hard and he gets 700 rupees or 800 rupees per day, right? And if he does not have work, there's no job, there's no money, wage for him. Smart people, for example, take engineers, doctors, chartered accountants. They're smart. Why? They don't work from morning till evening. They work only for a couple of hours or 2 hours or 3 hours. Let's take a doctor. He performs on heart surgery for 1 hour and he charges 5 lakh rupees. And daily he conducts 5 or 6 operations. He is earning 30 lakhs or 50 lakhs per day. 30 lakhs or 50. he's smart. He's not working harder there. He's using his brain. So to work smarter, you don't have to use your physical energy. You have to use your mental energy. You should know how to use your brain. So dear students, now the third question I'm going to ask you is, if you want to become number one in studies, if you want to become number one in exams, if you want to become number one in your life or in any profession that you select, what you have to do? You have to work harder or you have to work smarter? Yes, you're right. You have to work smarter. So the moral of the story is, don't work harder, work smarter. Now, how to work smarter? Now comes very important point. How to work smarter. And to work smarter, you have to train your memory. You have to train your memory. I'm not telling you improve your memory. I'm telling you train your memory. Dear students, there is nothing called a good memory or a bad memory. No. Those who have good memory, they'll get good marks. Those who have bad memory, they'll get low marks. No, there's nothing called good memory or bad memory. There are only two types of memory: a trained memory and an untrained memory. Whether your mind is trained or untrained. Let's take a sports person, Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Are these people are trained or untrained? They are trained by their coach perfectly. That's why they're able to hit so many runs, right? If they're not trained like a gully cricketer, can they go and play in the sports ground, international arena? No. They are well trained. Doctors are well trained. Engineers are well trained. Chartered accountants, they are well trained. Fashion designers, they're well trained. Only trained people can perform their work successfully and they earn more money, right? So here, if you want to remember each and everything related to studies or exams, you have to train your memory for that particular subject. Say, you are preparing for mathematics exam, you're preparing for science exam, or you're preparing for particular subject, you should train your memory to remember those topics. For example, you're preparing for science exam, then you have to train your memory for science. You're preparing for mathematics exam, you have to train your memory for mathematics. Or if you're a school student, your 6 subjects are there, you have to train your memory for 6 subjects. That's all. So trained memory helps you to remember everything, helps you to score high marks in exams. So how to train your memory? So to train your memory, you have to use techniques. I'm going to show you some amazing demonstrations now, how a trained memory works. Then I'll give you a technique of how to use a trained memory. Okay, dear students, let's ask you one question. What's the difference between a school and a coaching? See, in school and colleges, they'll teach you what to study. And we'll take a coach, a professional coach. They will teach you how to study. This is the difference between school and a coach. So let's take, I'm a memory coach, I'm a mathematics coach. Here, I'm not going to tell you what you have to study because already you know what you have to study, because in class, they are teaching you, they are explaining you, they're making you to understand, but they're not teaching you how to remember. They're not teaching you how to study. They're not teaching you how to get a first rank. Did any of you teachers said, to get a first rank, you have to study like this? To get a first rank, you have to study mathematics like this? Did your science teacher told you, if you want to get 100 or 100 in science, then you have to study like this? No, because they don't have time. It's not teachers' problem. They don't have time. They have a lot of time to cover the syllabus. They are very much worried about to cover the syllabus. So they don't have time to coach you, train you. You have to train yourself. You have to train yourself. You have to take a coaching from expert trainers like us, and then you have to train yourself. If your memory is trained, then you can remember anything and you can score high marks in and rank in exams. So let's come. Which technique you're following in school? So you have to understand, very important. The technique is important. So in school, in Indian education system, we have been taught a technique called rote memory method. ROT, rote memory method. In Hindi, we call it as Rata method. In Kannada, we call it Kantapatam, or Sanskrit, by hearting, repeating. Say, how did we learn ABCD? ABCD, by hearting, repeating. Numbers, multiplication tables, 1 1 1, 1 1 1, 1 1 1, 1 1 1, 1 1 1, 1 1 1, 1 1 1, 100 times, 200 times, right? After repeating several times, we are able to remember that. No, that technique works only up to 2nd standard, LKG, UKG, 1st and 2nd standard. From 3rd standard, the technique will not work. So what's the use of rote method? Nothing. Only to learn some basic things it can be useful, but not for other subjects. So don't use by hearting method or repeating method. Don't try to repeat again and again and again. You will never remember that. You may remember only for temporary, for 1 or 2 hours, but after that you will forget it. By spending so much effort and time, if you don't remember that, what is the use of the technique? So the technique is important. I'm going to introduce you excellent technique, which I call it as creative memory technique. Creative memory. Okay, so what is creative memory? Creative memory works the natural way of how your brain works. So dear students, there are two types of mind. One is called conscious mind and the other one is subconscious mind. Conscious mind is called a temporary memory and subconscious mind is called a permanent memory. All the information which is temporarily stored will be in your conscious mind. So you remember your name, you remember your parents' name, you remember your school name, you remember your classmates' name. Okay, remember so many things. Why? Because it is stored in your subconscious mind. And those things which you don't remember has escaped, or it has not gone to your subconscious mind. Whatever you study for exams, if you want to remember that in examination hall, you should store that in your subconscious mind. I'll tell you one example, what happens to most of the students. From June to February end, you go to school, you go to tuition, you study, you prepare, you take a test, exams, preparatory exams, everything. And when you go to examination hall, when you see the question paper, the moment you see the question paper, you'll forget the questions. You'll forget the answers, right? We have experienced that. And when you come out of the examination hall, you start discussing the question paper with your classmates, suddenly you remember the answer. Oh, I should have written that in exam. Dear student, you get any extra mark if you remember that answer out of the examination hall? Do you get any extra marks? No, you won't get any mark for that. So I'll define memory like this. If you want to score out of 40 marks in exams, you have to remember the right information at the right time. Memory power is nothing but it is your ability to remember the right information at the right time. Okay. So to remember the right information at the right time, you have to use your creative memory. Creative memory makes use of like this. Creative memory uses your conscious mind to understand the information. And the moment you understand the information, creative memory helps you to store that information to your subconscious mind. So not only you have understood the information, immediately that information goes to your long-term memory or permanent memory that is in your subconscious mind. Once that information goes to your subconscious mind, you'll be able to remember that for years and years together, right? I'm going to show you a demonstration how to remember numbers, how to remember words. Okay, after that, I'm going to teach you one creative memory technique to prove that you don't have a bad memory, but in a short by using creative memory part, you can improve, you can train your memory part. Okay, fine, dear students, I'm going to share the screen with you. Okay, and I'm going to show you a demonstration of how your creative memory works. Okay, so I have already told you about what is memory power. Now, concentration power. This is what we have to tell you. Now, concentration is nothing but you're giving careful attention. Say now you are listening to me. Are you carefully listening to me or not? Or simply listening or you're carefully listening? Say when you're sitting in classroom and your teacher is teaching you mathematics, are you carefully observing? Are you carefully listening what your teacher is teaching you? That is important. If you're carefully, attentively, if you listen, if you see, and if you do what you're listening, you'll be able to remember that information. So concentration is nothing but careful attention for a particular work, careful attention for a particular studies, careful attention to what you're listening, careful attention to what you're seeing, careful attention to what you're writing. That's all. By doing pranayama, meditation, yogasana, you can't improve your concentration. Concentration is nothing but giving careful attention to what you are doing. Okay. So I told you about the two types of memory. We have rote memory and creative memory. And I told you about the benefits and advantages and disadvantages of both of you. And I told you about conscious and subconscious mind. Now I'm going to show you demonstration. The first demonstration of creative memory power. So here I'm going to give a demonstration of pi number. In mathematics, pi is given a special status. Okay, pi is defined as the ratio between the circumference of a circle to its diameter, and is represented by 22 divided by 7, or also in decimal places like 3.141. Can you see the bottom here? 3.141. The beauty of this constant pi value is the decimal places does not have an end. It is infinite because it is not a recurring. Decimal numbers are not recurring. It's an irrational number. And that makes interesting memories champions. So many people have tried to create world records for memorizing the decimal places of pi value. I'll show some photos of some people who have created world records for memorizing pi values. Okay. Before that, I'm going to tell you what's the use of, again, mathematics, application and uses of mathematics. Where do pi is used? Building and construction. You can see physics, communications, music theory, medical procedures, air travel, space flight, and hundreds of more uses. Okay. You can see here a boy called Akira Haraguchi of Japan. He has memorized 1 lakh digit pi decimal places in 16 hours. In 3rd October 2019, you can see an Indian girl here, Tripati Nayana Reddy, memorized 150 decimal places of pi value in 40 seconds and created math genius records. And you can see a girl, Harshika Nitin Agarwal, blindfoldedly, she memorized 200 digits numbers. And you can see another boy here, Tejas Karwal, he memorized 200 digits of pi value, and he can also memorize these numbers. I'm going to show a demonstration. You can see, dear students, there are 200 digits of numbers are there, and these numbers I have written. You can see 3.141 followed by 200 decimal places of pi value. I'm going to recall all these numbers by blindfolded. I'm going to blindfold myself now. I'm not going to see that. I'm going to put a tape on my eyes, and I'm going to recall all the numbers perfectly. Okay. So you can see, I'm going to blindfold myself. There are two tapes. I'm using not one tape. I'm going to use two tapes. You can also see here, two tapes. I'm going to blindfold myself. And after blindfolding, I'm going to recall all these 200 decimal places of pi value. You have to just check me whether I'm recalling perfectly or not. Okay. I can't see. It's totally blindfolded now. And I'm going to bend my head also. So dear students, just see the board, screen. I'm going to recall all the numbers slowly. So I've given you alternate numbers with colors. You can observe it very easily. Shall I start? Okay. 3.141, 59, 26, 53, 58, 97, 93, 23, 84, 62, 64, 33, 83, 27, 95, 02, 88, 41, 97, 16, 93, 99, 37, 51, 05, 82, 09, 74, 94, 45, 30, 78, 16, 40, 62, 86, 20, 89, 98, 62, 80, 34, 82, 53, 42, 11, 70, 67, 98, 21, 48, 08, 65, 13, 28, 23 06 64 70 93 84 46 09 55 05 82 23 17 25 35 94 08 13 84 81 11 74 50 28 41 02 70 19 38 52 11 05 55 96 44 62 29 48 95 49 30 38 19, and the last digit is 6. Am I right? If I'm right, say thumbs up. Yes, 100, all the 200 decimal places of pi value, I have recalled it perfectly. Am I right? Yes, dear students. Not only 200 decimal places, I memorized this up to 5,000 decimal places of pi value. Here, only for demonstration purpose, I just recall to show you how powerful creative memory is. How I'm able to do this, and those students is because they have not used by hearting method. They have used creative memory method to remember. Yes, not only these numbers, you can remember anything without paper and pen, without by hearting, without wasting your time, without spending much energy. I'm going to show you another demonstration of periodic table of elements, which is in chemistry, which is very, very important for all the students. All the 100 elements of the periodic table. Again, I'm going to blindfold myself, and I'm going to recall all the 100 elements from 1 to 100 or 100 to 1. If you want forward or backward, I can recall. Just here, I'm going to show you. I can recall all the elements from 1 to 100, not only in order, but also in random. If you ask me the atomic number, I can tell you the element. If you ask me the element, I can tell you the atomic number. Okay. Anyway, or row-wise, or you want to go column-wise. Okay, I'm blindfolded. I am going to recall all the numbers from 1 to 100 elements. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, calcium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, gallium, germanium, arsenic, selenium, bromine, krypton, rubidium, strontium, yttrium. Okay, 30 elements are finished. We go from 40 now. 41, niobium, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, silver, cadmium, indium, tin, antimony, tellurium, iodine, xenon, cesium, barium, lanthanum, cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, erbium, dysprosium, holmium, terbium, thulium, ytterbium, lutetium, hafnium, tantalum, tungsten, osmium, rhenium, iridium, platinum, gold, mercury, thallium, lead, bismuth, polonium, astatine, radon, francium, radium, actinium, thorium, protactinium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, americium, curium, berkelium, californium, einsteinium, and the last 100 element is fermium. Okay, so I have recorded all the elements from 1 to 100. If you want, I can go backwards, row-wise, column-wise, or in random. But here, just I want to show you how, by using your creative memory, you can easily remember periodic table of elements also. I'm going to show you another demonstration from geography. Okay, so this boy has memorized all the countries and capitals. I'm going to show you of one European country, again blindfolded, all the 49 countries of Europe. I'm going to recall from my memory, and have memorized all the 7 continents, capitals, and countries by using my memory creatively. Students, don't think I'm going to show you my memory power. I'm going to teach you this technique to you. Once you join my class, you will be doing this. 49 countries of Europe: Albania, Andorra, Armenia, Austria, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Belgium, Bosnia, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Georgia, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Iceland, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Moldova, Monaco, Montenegro, Macedonia, North, Netherlands, Norway, Romania, Russia, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Turkey, Ukraine, United Kingdom, and the last one is Vatican. Okay, dear friends, recall all the 49 countries of Europe. Not only this, you go ask African countries, Asian countries, or South American countries. I can recall all of them, but I'm just want to show you all these I'm able to do. Not only me, young kids, whether you are a 5-year-old kid or you're a 75-year-old person, you can have your memory power like this. Very short time, by using your memory creatively, you can memorize all these things. So, dear students, instead of showing you all these techniques, say you can remember all the presidents of India, prime ministers of India, chief justices of India, chief ministers of the state, all the districts of the state, if you wish. You can see 3 of my students have created Guinness records for recalling all the dates of the infinite calendar. This is from Karnataka, a local, a small village near Mangaluru, Dakshin Kannada district of Karnataka. Okay, now all of you are waiting. Sir, you are doing this. What about us? Can we also develop a memory, creative memory power like you? Not only me, it's no use for me now because already I have crossed all levels of success. My job is to teach you how to develop creative memory power. So to prove that, not only I can do this, all of you can develop an excellent memory power. You have to train yourself. Okay. So I have given you 30 words in front of you. I'm going to teach you a creative memory technique. In just 2 minutes, all of you will be able to recall these words forward and backward perfectly without missing a single word. So let's see how to do this. When I tell you the word, just visualize and see the picture of these words in your mind and follow me. Okay? Ready, all of you? 3, 2, 1, start. Imagine a tree in your mind. Imagine the tree, thousands of telephones are hanging on it. In the telephone, there are small typewriters on the telephone. On the typewriter, there are no typing keys. There are small colorful buckets. Inside the bucket, full of pens. Imagine pens are dancing on the chair. In front of the chair, there is a table. On the table, there is a TV. On the TV, there is a door to open and close. From the door, one umbrella is hanging. The umbrella is made up of jeans cloth. Inside the jeans pant pocket, there are a lot of gold coins. The gold coins is a picture of an elephant. The elephant is working with a computer and playing a car race. The elephant is working with a computer and playing a car race. The car is going on the road very faster. Imagine the road, there are hundreds and thousands of waste papers are lying. You're taking this paper, you're keeping it on the cot, COT cot in your home. Imagine the cot is filled with lot of beautiful red roses. You're keeping these red roses on the bike. Now imagine Narendra Modi is sitting on the bike. He's seeing his face on the mirror. In the mirror, he's seeing a book. On the book, there's a picture of a rocket. Rocket is filled with lot of shirts, so many white shirts. On that white shirt, you can see rainbow, 7 colors of a rainbow. Imagine that rainbow, ice creams are falling. And these ice creams, butterflies are eating the ice creams. Butterflies are eating the ice creams. After eating the ice creams, these butterflies are flying on the sky. Flying on the sky. That's all, dear students. Now, how to recall, that is important. When you're recalling, ask yourself a question. All the words will come out from your memory. What is the first word? Tree. What is hanging on the tree? Telephone. What is on the telephone? Typewriter. What is on the typewriter? A bucket. What is inside the bucket? Pen. What are the pens doing? Dancing. Where? On the chair. What is in front of the chair? Table. What is on the table? Television. What is on the television? Door. What is hanging on the door? Umbrella. Umbrella is made up of jeans cloth. Inside the jeans pant, a lot of gold coins. What is on the gold coins? Elephant. Elephant is working with computer. Playing car race. Car is going on road. Road is filled with waste papers. Where are you keeping these waste papers? On the cot. Cot is filled with beautiful roses. Where are you keeping these roses? On the bike. Who is sitting on the bike? Narendra Modi. What is watching? In his face. On the mirror. What is on the mirror? Book. What is the picture on the book? A rocket. What is inside the rocket? Full of shirts. What's on the shirt? A rainbow. What is falling from rainbow? Ice cream. Who is eating ice cream? Butterfly. And where these butterflies are flying? On the sky. That's all, right? These butterflies are flying on the sky. So, dear students, you see how to improve. You're not only able to remember these 30 words in forward or backward direction, you can recall all these 30 words. You can recall all these 30 words, not only now, even after another 25 years, if I ask you, you can recall all these words perfectly. In a very similar way, you can also remember 30 question answers, long answers. So where you can apply this technique, creative memory. You can apply creative memory to remember formulas in mathematics, concepts in mathematics, long steps. You can apply this in computer programs to remember the steps of the computer programs, flow charts. If you come to physics, you can remember all the definitions, formulas, and steps, and diagrams. If you come to chemistry, you can remember chemical equations, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, formulas. You can remember element names, melting points, boiling points, compound names, difficult names of compounds. CH2, CH3, CH4, so many names of compounds are there. If you come to biology, you can remember common names and scientific names. You can remember technical words. You can remember diagrams. Okay, if you come to zoology, common name and animal names. If you want to remember all the parts of eyes, parts of the ear, parts of the brain, parts of the heart, you can remember it very easily. If you come to history, you can remember all the historical dates, kings and kingdoms, countries and capitals, parliament names. If I remember name, place, things about kingdoms, okay, you can apply that in civics, you can apply in geography, you can apply that in Constitution of India. If it comes to languages, you can improve your vocabulary. You can remember all the words in English, their meanings. It comes to grammar, how to remember grammatical information. You can apply everywhere you want. If you want to remember all the shlokas from Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana or Mahabharata, Quran or Bible, or if you want to remember complete general knowledge book, if you want to learn some foreign language like French and Japanese, you can learn. That's what you can apply wherever you want to remember. Say you open a bank account, you want to remember your account number, PIN number of your ATM. If you want to remember immediately a particular phone number, you can remember without paper and pen. So you can apply your creative memory. So which memory is good? Now we're going to discuss some questions and I'm going to tell you which memory is powerful. So 5 questions you have to ask yourself, students. The first question is, Which memory you're using every day in school or college? Which memory using every day in school or college? Okay, rote memory or creative memory? Yes, in school or college, we are following rote memory method. Rote memory method. So you have to use creative memory instead of rote memory. No, rote memory is by hearting, ratta method. It will not help you to remember anything. Use creative memory. All the demonstrations I showed you, I have used creative memory. I will use creative memory technique to make you to remember those 30 words. Which method enhances, increases your creative memory power? Rote memory or creative memory? Creative memory. Which memory is powerful? Rote memory or creative memory? Creative memory is powerful. Now, which memory method you have to use from now onwards? Rote or creative? You have to use creative memory. So, dear students, are you ready to interested to learn the mind power learning techniques to help you to improve your creative memory? Thumbs up. Yes or no? Yes. So many of you are saying yes, 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 thumbs up, thumbs up. Very good, very good. So related to this, I'm going to conduct first online workshop, how to improve your memory power and how to become expert in mathematics. So first part, I told you about mathematics, the techniques, how to improve your calculations, how to remember formulas, how to master concepts and basics. I'm going to teach you all the techniques step by step online by using the online whiteboard. And I'm going to teach you 12 memory techniques. And in study skill, I'm going to show you how to study, when to study, where to study, how to make notes, how to revise systematically, and how to prepare for your exams. What are the do's and don'ts you should do before exams? 2 months before the exams is very important. How to take preparatory exams, how to take perfection tests. Okay, along with this, I'm going to teach you some extra tricks which you can apply on everyday basis. So I'm going to send you all the details from the WhatsApp. So you're in WhatsApp group. I already told you it's a 10 days workshop starting. Each day we'll be having for 1.5 hours, 90 minutes. So totally 15 hours workshop. To learn all the techniques of memory and mathematics, you require 15 hours, daily 1.5 hours. After learning the techniques, I'll send you the notes to you. You can revise from that, and you have to practice for 10 to 15 minutes every day. So you're ready for the next day. So dear students, if you're interested to join for this 10 days online memory and mathematics improvement workshop, you can join. You can see the phone number on your screen and also in your WhatsApp. Say yes and join immediately, because per batch we take only limited seats, so all you can focus on you. So thank you very much, and I welcome all of you to join for the creative memory workshop on memory and mathematics improvement. I'm Rakesh Mohan. Thank you very much. Have a nice time and all the best for all of you. Thank you.